What is good, my oceanic explorers? I am going to show you the power of the ocean this game. This is tier 7, of course. Who else could it be? We are the Creamy Pants. Wonderful. The Creamy Pants. That certainly doesn't have any odd connotations. We won the first game, which is nice, and we have ourselves 4 chipmunks. Once we have a food to throw on those chipmunks, it'll be pretty powerful. We now have 6 chipmunks. We have a level 3 chipmunk on the way. 5 chipmunks. 5 chipmunks on the field. You might think that's a powerful team. But in fact, you would be utterly mistaken, because it appears that we are getting destroyed. Now, as you may have heard, we've explored less of the ocean than we have of the moon as a species. So you have to ask yourself, we found nurse sharks, right? But could there potentially be doctor sharks in the ocean? That was my routine for the day. I'm here all week. Thank you very much. We're gonna give ourselves a little lasagna from a little puppy there. I like lasagna. I also like eggplant parmesan, which my great-grandmother used to make for my family, being an Italian matriarch, as she was. We are looking at a couple trumpets, which is never a bad thing, as you have seen in my previous games. We have a nice little golden retriever there, killing some birds. Beautiful thing to see. I spend way too long contemplating a salamander here before ultimately rejecting it. I just don't really see why you would want to buy salamanders, because I also don't see why you'd want to buy toads. A stilt, however, it's not a bad creature to purchase. And a larger pug is, of course, a valuable commodity. As you have seen in many of my games, the pug just ends up coming out on top. But will it come out on top of this game? Will I come out on top of this game? That is the question at hand. As of right now, it's looking pretty good. We're securing some early trophies. We have reached level 5. We give ourselves a little lasagna. I make a bit of a mistake here in stacking these little chipmunks and expecting to be able to access something higher in level. I don't know why you don't get to. I guess it's because you already got rewards from the level 2s from each of them. Either way, I make a second error here in throwing a lasagna on the chipmunk, which I guess for some reason I imagined it would be a perk. It was not a perk. It was just a lasagna. So I throw a cherry on him. And then, we are going the trumpet route here, so throwing out another black-necked stilt. Have you ever noticed that bird species have so many different names? You could look at 30 different birds, and not only will they have different descriptors, but they'll also have different it'll be like a black-necked stilt, green-horned shoebill. They won't even say, if it's a duck, they won't call it a duck, they'll call it something else. This might not make any sense right now, I don't know. It's late at night. The golden retriever is quite good, though, as we know. What's going on here? I hope you all have had a good day. I've had a pretty good day. I went to see the new Spider-Man movie. What's it called? Beyond the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, something like that. Amongst the Spider-Verse. And as for my opinions on the movie, I may plead the fifth. I have a pretty unpopular opinion, but nonetheless, I think the visuals are pretty fantastic. I just think the plot itself and character development is somewhat lacking. I think the tar is pretty good. As I've mentioned before, there's a lot of small creatures in this weekly. So some chili peppers could do some damage. We have a large chipmunk. We're gaining some trumpets, but they are also gaining trumpets, which is never a good thing to see. Nonetheless, I mean, we'll see how useful the chili is here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, and we tie. Nice. Another tie. We're almost halfway. We have 4 trophies. The stork is incredibly weak. I mean, it doesn't get much weaker than a 2-1, right? I guess a 1-1 would be cool if they had some 0-1s in the game. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just unaware of those little creatures in the menagerie. I bought myself a seagull there, put a meat. I don't know. I'm thinking. I guess I put because I'll be able to get a meat from the extra guy created by the bird in the back. There's too many birds, man. I don't know what the names are. Well, that was nice. That was nice. Just some nice chilly action. But like, what am I gonna get? Yeah, a pangolin. I mean, it gave me a tie, but ultimately the seagull was not too effective. Alright, so here's where I have to start making some serious considerations, because my team is not particularly thematic. Much like the new Spider-Man movie, it's lacking a certain level of thematic resonance. A vaquita. Alright, now we're going more of a trumpet route. But the tar and the chipmunk do not provide trumpet action. Ooh, that's a nice looking pug there. Although I just sold a pug recently. Mayhaps I bring this little boy back into the action. Yes, I do. I just can't stay away from the pugs. I just cannot stay away. Alright. The tar is dead, but so is their tar, but now they have a massive peacock, and I'm being obliterated. Boom. Absolute destruction. You know, in the real world, I really enjoy chili peppers. I really like spicy foods, but in the game, I also like spicy foods, but not when they're brought against me. Okay, so here's where I pull out a nurse shark. In my opinion, this is the best trumpet finisher. Because I think that sniping the opponent's board is quite good, and I think putting a mushroom on a nurse shark is just obliteration, right? If you have 50 trumpets, I mean, you don't really need a 50-50 a golden retriever. You more need to just deal 18 damage to a bunch of guys, or maybe even more if the nurse shark is upgraded. Now, as you can see, I put the nurse shark in the back, which means that it will be entirely useless this round. This is another example of me knowing exactly what to do and never making any mistakes. Well, it seems that it didn't really matter because the retriever came in clutch, but that was a close... I eked that win out. Let's see if I realize now to put the nurse shark further up. I hope I do. Alright, level 3 stilt. I get a bit fixated on the octopus here, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's kind of interesting how much I like the octopus. I don't know. I like crocodiles. I like lynxes. I like being able to just shoot damage at my opponent's creatures. Now we get all these cherries, which are, I would say, pretty good for this strategy, you know. We put the nurse shark into the correct location, so we will not be wasting its capabilities. Let's see how this round works out for the creamy pants. We have 6, we have 8, we have 18. They have a peacock that is destroying us. But watch this. Whoa. Watch that, I suppose. Watch a golden retriever eat them alive. Yeah. Mushroom on Nurse Shark is quite good. Quite good. I don't know about the vaquita, man. I think it's just kind of worse than the little, like, the cow in front of it. I mean, as you saw, we did some vaquita math in an earlier video, and it worked out at times, but I don't know. Yes, there we go. You'll see how good the Nurse Shark, because it only uses 6 trumpets. But if you can do it twice, you get to use 12 trumpets. That's 6 times 2. Yeah, I mean, they got 5 guys out, right? But watch this, boy. Boom. Sniped. Boom. Sniped my own guy. Oh, yeah. That is a big boy. But see, it didn't need to be... It didn't need to be much bigger than that. Well, maybe it did. Because I just lost that round. Oh. Level 2 Nurse Shark, though. Now we're talking. Chocolate is the best level 5 food. I mean, I don't think there's any debate there, right? That's not a controversial statement, not as controversial as me calling the new Spider-Man movie mid, correct? Alright, see, again, the vaquita there gave us, what, 4 trumpets? Oh, they're just destroying us right now. But we have a lot of trumpets. Will it work out for us? Oh. Nope, it did not work out. We need a little bit more extra punch. How are we going to get that punch? Because we're at 2 hearts, we're at 6 trophies, we're a long way away. Maybe upgrading, I don't know, upgrading the cow, or whatever it is. It's not a cow, I know it's not a cow, the cow is a different guy, but I mean, that'll certainly get us up to a lot of trumpets. Alright, 1-for-1 trade, pretty nice there. They have so many watermelons. So much food. 50-50. Boom. And that was useless vaquita, but watch this. Boom. And we get another one. That's what's so good about it, right? We just knocked out 4 other guys, right? With one Nurse Shark. And then we're just able to easily eat their entire team. Is it going to work in the late game, though? 2 chocolates. I mean, we've gotten hella chocolates this game. Call us Willy Wonka, honestly. The Wildebeest. I think the Wildebeest is worse than the Nurse Shark, but nonetheless... Well, no. Nonetheless, nothing. Nonetheless, nothing at all. Some might argue that retaining the 8-7 stilt is unnecessary, and some would argue that putting the Nurse Shark in the back, where it is, again, useless, is not a good play. I beg to differ, though, because I have the grace of God on my side. He has taken a personal stake in this game, and 3 chilies will do nothing against me, because I have a 50-50 dog that will die to a peacock. Yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, we're on 1 life. We need to get 3 more wins. I see the writing on the wall. I throw the octopus to the back so the Nurse Shark has some utility. And, I mean, like, I'm looking at that tomato like, you know, maybe it can just be a strafer of some sort. Throw it on the little, the stilt there to make it even less impressive. Throw some salad out there. We have a pretty small board in front of us. I mean, there's 1 10-10 creature, everything else is quite small. The stilt doesn't do much. 22, I mean, we're being eaten alive right here, right? They have 5 creatures out. We're down to almost our last creature, but check that out. We knock out 2 with 1 Nurse Shark. We throw out the next Nurse Shark and knock out another 2. And we have a 38-38 Golden Retriever. That's the power of the Nurse Shark. That right there is the power of the Nurse Shark. They can kill 4 pets at once. You know, caveat being that you have the mushroom on it. And it doesn't even use up all of your trumpets. You still get a big, beefy Golden Retriever right there. About time I get rid of that Vaquita. And I give myself a second nurse shark. Mayhaps I give myself 2 level 2 nurse sharks. I think that's a good idea, but instead I upgrade one of them to level 3. Which might be better. I don't know what the math is there. Don't ask me to do math, alright? I don't do math, I just win. We're 4 squatting it. No big deal. I'm a bit of a Chad that way. Yeah, quickly we're racking up humongous trumpets, and then strafe, 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 boom, knock 3 of them out at once. Strafe, 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 bada boom. Yeah, whatever, man. I've got myself a big boy right there. Boom, boom. It was kind of close, but not close. Close, but no cigar, as some might say. We are on to our last round. It is do or die right now. And we should give ourselves a 5th pet, right? I do love the octopus. I do love the octopus. And so, I can't help it. I just cannot help it. I throw the octopus right in front. And, I don't know. A tomato? Tomato's pretty good, I think. Yeah. Tomato doesn't kill anything, but the octopus ends up killing the bad guy. Another tomato kills a tiger. Got myself some trumpets. Got myself a lot of trumpets. Got myself a lot of trumpets. Again, watch this beauty. Boom! Knocks out all of them at once. They get a couple more, but it doesn't matter. All gone, and they're facing down a toad. Another win with a beautiful level 3 nurse shark. Thank you so much for watching this meteoric destruction with a shark, an octopus, a cow, and a bird. See you next time. Goodbye.